Hi, and welcome to New Conditions Miami. My name is Gigi, and today what we're going to be discussing is what is the BG5 Career and Business System, and why should you care, and how can you apply it to your life and your business, and what's it for? So, BG5 is the original source for the application of the human design system, which shows you how to profit from it. It empowers you of like what are you uniquely designed to do, your individuality, your unique voice, your natural talents, everything that you are created to do is inside your mind. And so the system guides you into pretty much unlocking that, looking into what does your unconscious mind say? What does your conscious mind say? And how do we draw that out and map that out in a way that is very, very practical? So it can be used for you individually, or it can be used for guiding a team into small group dynamics, which I've worked with many teams before. I've built big teams, and most teams are not functional teams, they're dysfunctional teams. And so, what this is it shows you how you can create intentionally and engineer a high performing, united group and team dynamic. So, the intention of BG5 is to support you in making money, doing what you're passionate about, what you love, and in alignment with your design. So BG5, what it does is it aligns your life work. It helps you understand what your true strengths are, your talents, your gifts, and all that. And then you can prosper in all areas of life from looking at your conscious mind, unconscious mind, mental, emotional strengths, career strengths, and then how it all comes together. I'm sure you've been in positions where you're using some of your gifts, but not all of them, and you felt like, gosh, I wish I could use more of my strengths in this position, or I wish I could find something where I could use all of my gifts and have all of them all come together. And so with BG5, we look at, first of all, what are they? How do they work with you individually? How do they work with a team? And what is the ideal setting for you? So in environment, in the workplace, also um, in what kind of group do you work best as an individual? Do you work best in a group, in a small group, in a large group? BG5 shows you all of that. And so it gives you these very practical tools of how you can use your full expression out into the world. And yeah, and so they're based on the teachings of Uru Hu. He was a physicist in Biza. He got this kind of divine download in 1987, and he just transcribed this whole system in 8 days. And it was his life work. He taught it every day until he died in 2011 or 12. Um, so one of the most powerful concepts of BG5 is the penta. So it's this unconscious dynamic that comes together when you have 3 to 5 people working together in a group. And there's 12 skills that you have personally, which when you're in a group, they transform and transfer into a penta or this small group dynamic. And it's very unconscious. We're not aware that this is going on, but there's these 12 traits that turn into business traits when we're in a group. And you need all 12 of these traits to have a functioning team. And so if parts of these are missing, then you're going to have parts of the team missing, like PR or accounting or vision or planning or culture, or capacity, which is the ability to get the finances. There's a lot of different elements to it. Some are internal, some are external. Like PR would be external, culture would be internal. And so with BG5, it shows you exactly what your traits are, what you contribute, and then what you need. So if you're building a team or wanting to reinvent yourself or create a new team around you, it's very, very insightful to see what you're bringing and then what strengths you don't have. You've probably heard of the artist who is great at making the art, but not necessarily who is great at marketing themselves or has the business skills. And in the BG5 system, it shows that the one trait one is essentially the creative and the self-expression, whereas the eight, the other side of that channel or that strength, is the PR and the marketing side of that. And so if you have the one, you're looking for the eight. If you have the eight, you're looking for the one. And this whole system is based on the 64 codons of your DNA, which in the 80s or the 70s or 80s, this doctor wrote a book about how this system correlates 100% and proves that it correlates with the I Ching. And so it was this book in China and thousands of years ago, not hundreds of thousands, but thousands of years ago. And so when we can now use this system to very, very accurately, 100% accurately look at what are we designed to do and then how that comes together in a small group dynamic or in a large group dynamic. So that's the overview of the BG5 system. You can use it to make money from your business, to reinvent yourself, to build a team, reinvent your team, figure out why your team isn't functioning together, and look at all the different dynamics that are going on an unconscious level. Because the whole system maps out your mind consciously and unconsciously. And it's very, very simple to use because you're not actually filling anything out. There's no long reports or anything like that based on how you feel about yourself. It's based on your mind, which is formed 88 days before you're born, and your unconscious mind and your conscious mind formed when you're born with the neutrino stream, which are subatomic particles flowing through the universe. And so it creates a map. Essentially, it like stamps your mind out when you're born. And so all you're using is your birth data. And this whole system is mapped out for you. And you can go to the BG5 Business Institute.com and get your free chart, and we'll be decoding all of the parts and pieces of it on this channel. So follow along and subscribe, and we're going to get into the nitty gritty. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next